Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Thanksgiving. Haven't done one of these in a while, but we're going to be streaming a little bit of Five Nights at Freddy's 1 on 2020 mode. Probably not going to beat it, but no need to be a pessimist. Who knows? Haven't done one of these in a little while. Lately I've been doing a lot of Halo, especially Halo Infinite, just because Halo Infinite just released. But holy heck, I'm gonna have to start this because it took me a second to get in. So this stream, the frame rate's going to be a little bit lower. I know that doesn't really matter that much for Five Nights at Freddy's because it's a 2D game, but like if my mouse doesn't work right or anything like that, that's why. Seconds of the game starts. Hopefully it stays like this for a little while. My voice kind of sounds weird tonight. It's because just had Thanksgiving dinner, so I'm talking a lot tonight, so my voice is a bit gone. That's alright, should be alright. What's up, Matthew? We can't hear you at all? Is that because I'm not talking? Later tonight, that's what I'm trying to work. Maybe stream a little bit of The Forest with Sammy if he gets online. He said, about like half an hour ago, he said he had to go for about an hour, so hopefully he gets back. Hopefully he doesn't like fall asleep or anything like that, like he's done in the past. Let me just run a quick audio check. Alright, we should be good. Also, sorry if you see this bar at the top of the screen. The Five Nights at Freddy's label. There's no way to put this. This game doesn't really have any settings tabs, so you can't really put it into full screen. So I apologize for the bar. You hear every 8th word. Oh, audio. Sounds fine for me when I check the. Okay, that's weird. Okay, it should be. Seems to have gone back to normal. Cause it was telling me that the audio bit rate was really low. That's probably why. But then when I did the audio check, it was just fine. How is it now? Let me just open this up real quick. My voice is a little bit quiet, but that's just because this game is super freaking loud. We can solve that by turning down the desktop audio a bit, but alright, we'll just continue for now. Better? Alright. Hey there, Freddy. Almost missed it. I sleep. Good luck. All right. Good night, Matthew. Have a good night. Sweet dreams. Thank you for watching. Dang, Foxy is not too aggressive on this side. That's pretty good. Hopefully he stays that way. Hopefully he doesn't instantly come to my office now, but if he's going to visit my office tonight, because it is possible for him just to skip my office, but if he does end up coming to my office tonight, I hope he does it like around 4 or 5, so that I don't have to, so that he only visits my office once in the night, so I can save more power. Because when he visits your office, you have to use a lot more power because you have to keep both of the doors closed for longer. Now he's already outside the curtain, that's the only problem. But it's alright, he wasn't aggressive most of the night, and now he's peeking out. It's a good thing he's not peeking out at like 12, so it should be good. I feel like I screwed up the peek. Yeah, we're okay. Freddy's still camera forward. Should be good. Here, 1 second, guys. I gotta fix something real quick. Alright, there we go. Okay, 3 AM at 28%. I think we're doing not too good on power. I think we can definitely save power. Because Foxy has just not been that aggressive tonight, I think I'm just going to slow down the pattern just a little bit, like especially in these in-between parts when I'm not using power. So I'm using less power for longer amounts of time and more power for shorter amounts of time. The only problem is that runs a higher risk of Bonnie or Chica blocking or jamming the door because I'm waiting too long to check the light. Alright, yeah, Fox. That's good. As long as he isn't aggressive anymore for the rest of the night, we should be okay in terms of Foxy, but it's really more a matter of staying alive until 5. We're staying alive at 5 AM for longer. Because you need about, I'd say you need to stay alive at 5 AM for about 50 seconds if you want a chance. And then you just have to get really lucky with Freddy. Alright, at 5%, I'm just going to play it. Shoot, I shouldn't have opened that. Alright, I'm just gonna leave it. Hopefully Foxy doesn't kill me. I'll just leave that door closed. The problem is, I don't think it's been 5 AM for long enough. chance maybe if Freddy just takes for frickin' ever, I could survive this one. This was definitely a good run, if not. Okay, he came in pretty late. That's good. If he takes forever with his song, there's a chance. It's like a really small chance. Okay, he played... That's as long as he'll play the song for. I just have to hope that... that's a shame. Well, it was a good attempt. That was definitely one of the closer attempts. I think that if I left my my left door open and just like prayed not to get attacked by Foxy, I would have had a much higher chance because I would have been using less power, and I would have spent more time with power at 5 a.m. Another try. That's a shame. It was a good run. Alright, hang on one second, guys. Foxy's peeking his head out now, which isn't a really good sign. Hopefully he doesn't leave his cove anytime soon, because I only want him to visit once tonight. If he visits twice, you're pretty much screwed, because you're just using way too much power. Alright, 1 a.m. at 80% though, that's not very good. Usually you want to hit 1 a.m. when you still have like 83% power. But I think it should be okay for now. Hopefully. Alright, hang on guys, one second. What's up, dude? Oh, that sucks. I think I forgot to check the left door when I joined your party, so Bonnie jammed it. That's a shame.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, it's alright. It's not your fault. So, about a half hour ago, Sammy said he would be gone for an hour. But now he's playing Texas Hold'em poker, so he might be gone for quite a while. So who knows? Who knows if he'll get back on tonight. If he does, I'd like to stream some Forest with him.
Forest?
Yeah, it's that horror game.
I
don't actually know when it came out. It's got like a VR port as well.
Anyway, how was Turkey Day for you?
It was good. I went to my grandpa's. I made some apple pie just now because part 2 is tomorrow because my family is going to host. My mom's side of the family.
Cool.
That'll be tomorrow. How was yours?
It was absolute disaster.
Why?
Okay, so last week on Saturday, we actually it was just me and my mom and dad. We had like the actual Thanksgiving shit for dinner
Okay.
because today it's been planned for a bit. My grandpa invited us up to his house to have lobster, and that was very nice. And it was since we couldn't do it with my grandma, 'cause she's at my aunt's house. 'Cause you know why? You know
Yeah.
the story.
No, yeah.
So, my grandpa is divorced twice, but right now he's married to a Korean woman named Michelle.
That's cool.
He's always been nice to me and stuff. And so, my grandpa invited me, my parents, and my brother. Not Devin, my oldest brother. Like,
Oh, I didn't know you had a second brother.
he's 29.
Oh, dang.
Anyway, so he told us to come around 1:30. And so we got there around 1:15. We thought we were going to be late because traffic was awful. Oh my god. I saw you guys talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
It's
pretty hectic around Thanksgiving time.
Yeah, so anyway, we got there, we started hanging out, and we talked, it was fun, fine and dandy. And so my brother finally showed up, and we're all happy. But my grandma, Michelle, she says to my brother, "You need to be here on time." And we told everybody that what he was doing, he was actually looking at like a car that he was looking on buying before he came in. And we all explained why he was going to be late in the first place. Anyway, she didn't get the message, so she kind of fought with him a little bit. And
How come?
So, I don't know.
Oh, because he was late?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then so, eventually, my brother stormed out of the house, and that made my dad mad because we haven't seen him in a while because he moved to LA. And so, my dad was looking forward to seeing his dad and his son. So, that made him mad. So we didn't see my brother for the rest of the night, but my dad and Michelle had like this complete fiasco for like an hour and a half while my mom and I waited outside. And so we finally kind of restarted, but it was kind of awkward and depressing. And so
Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
I was here about 2 hours ago, but
Was the food good at least?
yeah, it was pretty good.
That's good.
Interesting. Very different. But I think I liked the Saturday that we had actual Thanksgiving stuff better.
Yeah.
The lobster was good, don't get me wrong.
That's good. Lately, I've been watching like those fan-made FNAF VHS tapes. Cause you know how FNAF takes place in like the 80s and 90s?
Yeah.
They're like training tapes. But dude, I'd honestly say these videos that people make are honestly scarier than the actual game. Because there's no jump scares or anything, but they're just disturbing. I can send you a couple. They're pretty cool. Like they're cool, but they're definitely creepy. They're very realistic, I'd say. They're a lot like something that you would see out of the actual game. Like a little cutscene, sort of, that you would see in one of the more recent games, maybe.
I hate to say it, but I'm hungry. I didn't really eat much of anything while I was there because I was too uncomfortable. So
I totally gorged myself as I do on Thanksgiving. I gained a little bit of weight, but the problem is I had my Thanksgiving dinner, quote unquote, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That was at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm not exactly starving, but I'm beginning to be hungry again.
We were supposed to eat ours at 2, but we didn't end up eating it until 5.
Why do people have Thanksgiving dinner so early?
I don't know. Because we know, because it's not really good to eat a lot before you go to sleep, and we know we're not going to eat dinner after that shit, so.
Yeah. My family usually hosts it around like 4. Like 4 or 5. And when the clocks change, I mean, it gets dark at like 4:30, so it's fine. And Foxy is being really aggressive on this day. Oh shoot, I just screwed myself. In that game. I misclicked. I didn't close the right door before opening my camera. That's a shame. I think that... Okay, he's in the kitchen now. Alright, now we'll start the pattern. He's moving so fast that the laugh sound effect is just too long. It just keeps getting cut off as he keeps moving.
Bro, why does Fillmore look like he's high?
Oh shoot, I just screwed myself again. I'm not interested in getting jump scared by Freddy because it's kind of random. But I misclicked again, didn't close the right door before opening my camera.
And remember, with a little rusties and an insane amount of luck, you too can look like me. Come down. What's this shit?
Fox is being a little bit more aggressive on this one. We're picking his head out. And it's only midnight. Which is a shame.
Bruh, I just went from 1st to 6th.
What?
In 1 second.
In what game?
What is this called? Race Obama, I think it's called.
Oh, is it on your
It's an old... No, it's, it's an old PS3 game that I used to play as a kid.
Cool.
It's Cars.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's nice. Like the actual, like, movie Cars.
Yeah. Why?
Fun. Because the mechanics are so hard. Like, I don't know how I used to play this. Very strategic.
It's weird how some nights Foxy won't even peek his head out of his curtain until like 4, and then on other nights he's already he's already outside his curtain again, and he's already visited my office. It's only 1. I think this attempt is pretty much shot, because if he visits my office again at 1 or 2, it means he's gonna visit my office a 3rd time, and if he visits your office 3 times in a night, you are using way too much power, and you just won't be able to win the game.
Yeah.
This would be fine if it was just like night 5 or 6, but this is 2020 mode. I gotta just gotta.
So on night 6, what do you know what the difficulties are set to?
I don't actually know. I think
You gotta look.
you gotta look it up.
I'll look it up after
Yeah.
this.
They're definitely not 2020, 2020. They're
Yeah.
probably like 15, maybe? All 15. Something like that. I think they all have different difficulties. Like, each animatronic is set to something different.
Yeah. That's what I think too. Oh my lord. How did I play this game as a kid? It's so hard. Wow. Like, I mean, it's easier now because I play video games. But like, as a child, I used to suck at video games. And so, I'm surprised I was good at this
We
one.
all kind of sucked at video games as little kids. It took me so long to understand the concept, because I grew up on consoles with controllers. I grew up on Xbox 360. And it took me so long to understand the concept of using one joystick to move and the other joystick to look around. Because I grew up playing Lego Star Wars, which is like, it's not even really third person. It's more like fourth person. There's kind of just a drone that follows you around, but you can't really look around.
Bro, Lego Star Wars is the best.
Dude, Lego Star Wars was awesome, but back then you would only use one joystick to move around,
Wait, talk about
and
the
you wouldn't
complete.
look around. Yeah, the complete saga. Dude, that game was freaking awesome.
I mean, I like the Clone Wars too. It's like newer and the mechanics are a little more polished.
I never really played any of the other, like, because I got so good at Lego Star Wars and pretty much maxed out the game. Like, I got the max amount of credits, which was 4 billion, and I got like all the power-ups and stuff. And every other Lego game that I got, like Lego Indiana Jones and like Lego Harry Potter, I played those games a bit, but like not nearly as much as Lego Star Wars, because I was like beginning to grow out of them, and also they were just kind of, they weren't as fun because I hadn't like totally maxed them out. Like it would be basically like starting over Lego Star Wars.
Where's Point to Point 2?
I also never played Lego the Force Awakens ones for Episode 7.
Yeah.
I never actually got that, because I think by then I'd pretty much outgrown all of that. I had already moved, because Force Awakens came out in like 2015, right?
You're gonna get the new one.
By then I was already playing Halo and stuff like that.
But you're gonna get the new game, right?
What's the new game?
There's gonna be a new Lego Star Wars game.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, it has everything in it.
I don't know, man. It's it's a kid's game. It's a little kid's game. Maybe I'll get it if it's on sale and it's like super cheap and I have nothing else to do. But I mean, it's a kid's game. Like, I've kind of outgrown that stuff. Like, I do love the game, but it's not necessarily something I wake up and say, I want to go play Lego Star Wars, you know? Like, I love the game, and I'll always love the game. It's definitely a classic, especially for me, but I've kind of outgrown it. I don't know. Maybe.
Bruh, I'm like selecting a race to do. It goes point to point 1, point to point 3, point to point 4. Just completely skips 2. Or no. What?
Yeah, I don't know what. Maybe just go past it.
No, it's nowhere to be seen. Oh, Jesus Christ. Drop my controller. Sprint.
I think we're doing okay on power. We could definitely be doing better. But I think that the target is essentially like around 40% power when you hit 3 a.m. Because last game, or not last game, like 2 games ago, the one that I got jump scared by Freddy at the end when the power went out, like I lasted long enough until the power went out. I did pretty good because I spent quite a lot of time on 5 a.m. Just wasn't enough. You have to spend about like 50 seconds on 5 a.m. Because the longest, I've calculated it, The longest Freddy will play a song for is 20 seconds, and like the longest everything else will last when the power is out is like another 20 seconds, like from before and after Freddy does his song. So if that's 40 seconds, each hour in the first game, this game, is 89 seconds. So you need to be on 5 a.m. You need to have power at 5 a.m. for around 49 seconds, about 50 seconds. And that's not that easy when you're doing this pattern, because this pattern uses so much power. You have to get incredibly lucky with, oh my gosh, just see, get stuff like that where Freddy or Foxy visits you 2 times in a night. And he's already peeking his head out his curtain again, which means it's 4. Oh, I have 14%. The problem is, I had 40% at 3 a.m. and then Foxy visited my office twice, which just killed all my power. So I think this attempt is pretty much shot at this point, unless I just like don't do anything until 5 a.m. Maybe keep this door closed, but that's just gonna run my power down faster. Oh, I just screwed myself anyway, because I opened the camera with the right door being open, so Freddy would have killed me anyway.
Come on, I can't catch up. These 2 people are so fast. Okay. Oh, I passed one. Oh, damn. Oh, I'm so good at this game now. Just got one more to do and I'm in first place, boy.
He's in like 4A now, right?
Here. Get him, boy. Woo!
Okay, maybe Foxy will be a little bit less aggressive on this night. That'd be great. Because it is just completely random.
I wonder if I can stream this.
You probably could. If it's just on your PS4, you probably could.
It's PlayStation Now, though.
I don't know. Give it a try. Okay, so Foxy's peeking his head out, which isn't... Dude, Sammy, his Twitch streams get so many views, but I think that's mostly because kids from school watch him, but it's insane. He gets like 8 views at a time. He always has like 8 views.
Bro, he's insane! He gets his views 8 views.
But like for us, that's a lot.
Compared to us, there's a lot.
Like that's a ton for us. I'm talking about us from our point of view. Like 8 is a million for me. 8 might as well be a million. I don't think I've ever gotten more than like 5 on one of my streams. Granted, he does have more followers on Twitch than I have subscribers on YouTube. Hopefully
Wait,
what?
Who is
Sammy.
Oh.
Sammy has like 150 followers on Twitch. And I have like 136 on YouTube. So if somebody watching this right now would subscribe to the channel, that'd be great. I try to do at least one of these streams once every weekend, once or twice every weekend. I've been streaming this whole week because Thanksgiving break, obviously. Probably gonna be doing some more Halo Infinite streams.
God damn, I'm hungry.
Get something to eat.
I don't wanna. Then my parents would be like, "You just ate." It's like, no, you did it.
Exactly.
Bro, did my dad just shit his pants in the other room? Jesus Christ.
Okay, so Foxy is outside his curtain now. There's only 1. Maybe if he holds off until like 2, I can hold him off for the rest of the night, but chances would be slim. Okay, it's 2 now. Maybe if he stays put until 3, that'd be good. So I think that if Foxy visits your office at 3, you have a chance of him not visiting again. If he's really nice to you and you like speed up the pattern, make it really fast so that he's checking his camera more often. Because that's what I'm doing right now, because I just don't want him to. I don't want him to visit my office right now, because I think that speeding up and slowing down your pattern doesn't really contribute to power loss that much. So I think that slowing or speeding up your pattern to be able to look at Pirates Cove more often isn't as bad as Foxy visiting your office multiple times a day. That was the first time he visited my office tonight, so hopefully he doesn't anymore.
Ew, disgusting.
Okay, so he hasn't opened his curtain yet, which is a good sign. But it's only 2, so there's a chance, there's a pretty good chance he'll visit my office again. Hopefully.
Killing myself.
That's not
With-
good for your health. Okay, it's 3 now. 3
Don't-
at 4. You got 44% power at 3. We're doing pretty good on power, knock on wood. Hopefully Foxy doesn't visit my office 2 more times tonight.
Don't have depression. That shit makes you sad.
No crap, Sherlock. Word, is that for a meme?
Yeah. It's funny. It's just a in the back.
Oh, come
Joe
on.
and Deb
Oh, this was such a good attempt. That's a shame.
happened.
Bonnie jammed my door. That really sucks. Dude, I was doing so good on power. Oh, that really sucks.
Here, I'll be right back. Let's see if we can get something to eat.
Okay, see you. Alright, I think I'm going to do 1 or 2 more attempts at this, and then I think I'm going to be done for the night. I've been doing this for a good 40 minutes now. And the longest that I usually do these 2020 mode streams is like an hour. Usually not more than that. Because you can only take so much of looking back and forth, closing doors, and checking security cameras. So we'll do like 1 or 2 more full attempts, like 2 power outages. We'll see. We'll see how the next couple of games go. Okay, Bonnie's not too aggressive tonight. That's good. Because when Chica visits my office, when Chica visits my office, I already closed the right door anyway, so I basically just have to keep it closed for longer. When Bonnie visits my office, I have to have 2 doors closed at the same time, which really sucks because that uses a lot more power. Good thing is, knock on wood, Foxy is being generally nice on this night, which is good. Hopefully he stays like that. Okay, it's 1 a.m. Foxy still hasn't opened his curtain, which is a good sign. Again, hopefully it stays that way. It's totally random with the aggressiveness level of Foxy. There will be nights, I know I've said this a million times, anybody who's watching this over again who has been to one of these streams. There will be times, I've gone through one of these nights and he hasn't even opened his curtain until 4 a.m. and he actually did not visit my office that one time, which is actually super rare. On 2020 mode, it is almost a guarantee that he will visit your office at least once during the night. It's a very low chance that he won't. But, yeah, it is possible not for him to visit your office. So, like, there's nights where he's super passive. And then there's nights, like the last couple of nights, where he's already outside of his curtain at, like, it's still 12. And he'll visit your office 3 or 4 times. Oh, that sucks. Okay, well, Foxy was already peeking his head out the curtain, so maybe he wouldn't have been as nice on that night anyway. So, it was pretty early in the night. It's alright. Could have been a good attempt, though. Who knows? It's ironic because I was actually saying that Bonnie was being less aggressive on that night. So, probably shouldn't. I spoke too soon. Alright, we'll try this a couple more times. Hey there, buddy. Foxy's peeking his head out. It's still 12. That's not a very good sign. Hopefully he stays like that for a little while. Until like oh, come on. Yeah, I'm not interested in getting jump scared by Freddy. It takes too long. But basically what I did there, what was bad, was I opened the camera without closing my right door. So basically when that happens, and Freddy is in camera 4B, especially with the aggressiveness level that is on 2020 mode, he will kill you if you open the, if you're not looking at camera 4B, when you open the monitor without closing the right door, Freddy will get into your office and he will kill you. There are other strategies to doing this. Like one thing you could do, you don't have to close your right door. As I said, you don't have to close your right door when you open the camera if you're looking at 4B only. And when you do that, Foxy is less aggressive. The problem is, so that way you can check your camera without having to close your door every time, which saves an unbelievable amount of power. Unless Foxy is being a little bit aggressive on this night, which isn't good. But the problem is that Foxy is a lot more aggressive when you use that strategy. He's already outside. So you have to close your doors a lot more to avoid Foxy. And it just ends up using the same amount of power because he'll visit your office 4 or 5 times in the night. I used to use that strategy. I've always been using this strategy that I'm using. But like there were a couple of streams where I only used that strategy. I don't know if the streams are still on my YouTube channel. I think I may have something to like this. But I don't know. I was using that strategy and it was actually going super good at first. And then I just stopped because I started getting bad at it. I started having problems, so I stopped. If Foxy holds the current position that he's in until like 2 or 3, we could be okay for the rest of the night. But I just doubt that's going to happen because if he's already outside of his equipment at 1, he's probably aggressive enough that he'll visit my office again. Who knows though? Hopefully not. He is still there. Which is good. Clock's gonna strike 2 a.m. pretty soon. Yeah, there it is. There's 2. We're running a little bit low on power. Usually you want to hit 2 a.m. when you have like 63% power. Right now I was at 60%. There's 2. So that's not that good. Hopefully if Foxy visits, hopefully Foxy holds off a little bit longer until like 3 and then visits my office, because that gives me a better chance of him not visiting my office again. That could save us a lot of power. It'd be great. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but hopefully not. And hopefully when he does visit my office, he's probably going to visit my office at some point tonight. Hopefully, if he does, he is not aggressive when he goes back to his phone. Because the problem is that usually after he visits your office the first time, he gets a lot more aggressive, and then he's probably going to, if he doesn't visit your office at like 3 or 4, he'll probably visit your office again during that night, and you'll just be using way too much power. So hopefully he holds that position that he's in until like 3, maybe even 4. That'd be great. He's held this position for quite some time now. That'd be great. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. Should be approaching 3 a.m. pretty soon now though, because with the current power levels that we had at 2 a.m. and because we've been using mostly the same pattern, yeah, now it's 3. Okay, we should be good. Okay, now he left. He left right at 3. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That was pretty smooth. The problem is he's already peeking his head out of his curtain again. Hopefully he doesn't visit again. But I don't know. Left the light on a little bit there. Light on again. Okay, now he's... Yeah, if he's outside his curtain like that, he's pretty good chance he's gonna visit my office a second time, and that's gonna suck. Because I will just have been losing to him. It's 4. That's good. There's a chance. The problem is, usually, if it's like 5 a.m. and I don't have much power left, I just usually leave the game alone and just wait until the power runs out. But when you do that, you're running the risk that Fox will just jump scare you at the last second. And when he's like this, like when he's pretty much ready to pounce and it's 4, that gives you a much smaller window to leave the game alone. Because when you do leave the game alone at like 5 and there's only like 5% of your power left, it does give you quite a time boost, because if you're spending time at 1, shoot, I just killed myself. Because I just accidentally, I went to show you guys the usage bar and I opened the camera without closing the right door, which means that Freddy will have entered my office and he will jump scare me any second now. And because his jump scare is very random and it's 4, that attempt is shot, which really sucks. That's just the sort of thing you deal with playing this game on hardest difficulty. It's alright though. This is gonna be like my last. If this is a full game, this will probably be my last attempt, because we've almost been doing this for an hour now. I usually don't do these longer than an hour, so we'll see. We shall see. Fox is peeking his head out. It's still 12. Not a good sign. But not a red flag either. If his whole body is outside of his curtain and it's still 12, that's a different story. That's happening here pretty much. If he's that aggressive that early in the game, he'll be that aggressive or more for the rest of the game. You may as well just start over. misclicked there. That just sucked. Okay, it's 2, and he still hasn't technically left the curtains. That's a good sign. Knock on wood. Okay, now he's left the curtain. That gives us a little bit more time, though. Hopefully he can hold still until like 3 or 4. That'd be great. I apologize to my viewers if my the hell. Oh, thank you, man. Just I'm not sure if whoever. What's up, Cole Christopher McManus, the logo editor, and Errorboy1879. How are you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for subscribing. I got that. Oh shoot, that just killed me. That's a shame. But thank you for subscribing, man. That's super cool. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Alright, I'm going to do one more of these, because we've been doing this for about an hour. But as I was saying, I apologize to anybody watching this stream right now if my commentary is a little dry or just completely absent, because I am focusing a bit on this because pressing buttons for 9 minutes straight hoping that you won't die kind of sucks, but it's kind of fun still. I definitely enjoy this game, though it may not seem like it. Chicken in the kitchen. Okay, Foxy is now peeking his head outside of the curtain, and it's 1. If he could hold that position for the rest of the night, that'd be great, because it's not a very good sign. It's definitely not a red flag, but it's not a good sign that he's already outside. Oh shoot, I just killed myself anyway. I'm freaking screwed. Oh wait, never mind. Somehow I survived that. That is usually a red flag when you have your when you open your I just got super lucky there that Freddy was in 4A. Because usually if you open your monitor while the right door is open on 20/20/20 mode, Freddy will immediately enter your office and kill you. But in this case, I was super lucky that he was in camera 4A and not 4B, and I somehow survived that. There's usually not a very good chance of that happening. You happen to make the mistake of opening your monitor before closing your right door. So yeah, if you're using the strategy that I'm using, where you're just checking parts code and not camera 4B, always close your right door before opening your monitor. I got lucky there, and I'm glad, because this has been an okay attempt so far. I almost missed it there. Foxy is now peeking his head outside the curtain, but he's not being extremely aggressive, or at least not as much as he has been on some of the other nights. Hopefully he isn't on this night. If he could hold off on visiting my office in like 3 or 4 days. Because if he visits your office at 2, there's a pretty good chance he's going to visit a second time. You want him to visit at like 3 or 4 because there's a very low chance that he won't visit your office. That's like an incredibly slim chance. Out of all of the attempts that I've done at 20/20/20 mode, and if you count up all the hours from all the streams that I've done for this, over like the past 2 months, we've probably been at this for probably over a day now, like probably 26 hours. And that's only happened once, wherein Foxy did not visit my office. Like it's very random on how aggressive he'll be. And he'll usually, if he's just not feeling like being aggressive, he'll only visit your office once, and he'll visit at like 4. But on a very rare occasion, he will not visit your office at all in a night. And he hasn't visited my office yet, and it's 3, which is a good sign. And he just now started going outside of this curtain. So hopefully he stays like that until like 4. We should be good. The problem is if he visits your office earlier in the night, and he doesn't visit your office a second time, that's usually, there's a chance that he won't visit your office a second time, although it's usually pretty slim, because once he's visited your office the first time, he's going to be super aggressive when he resets. But for now, it should be alright. I would hope that I would prefer if he visited my office around like 4, because then if he does visit my office, because usually when it's like 5 a.m. and I still have like a tiny bit of power left, I usually just like to stop doing everything, so I just like conserve my power for as long as possible until the power goes out. But when you do that, you're running a super high chance that Foxy will just kill you at the last second, because your left door is open and you're not doing anything. So I was just misclicked there to kill myself. But so yeah, if he visits your office at like 3 and doesn't visit your office anymore for the rest of the night, there's a higher chance of him visiting your office of him killing you while you're waiting for the power to go out. If he visits your office at 3 rather than 4, and it's now 4, which is good. It's now 4 a.m., which is a good sign. What's up, Lost Boy Scoob? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. But it is completely random. Foxy's aggressiveness level in this game on 20/20/20 mode is completely random. Because like everybody else, Bonnie, Chica, and Freddy is pretty much all dependent on how fast you close the doors. That's never really changed. But Foxy, there will be nights when he's already visiting your office at 12. And then he'll visit your office 4 or 5 times in the night and just absolutely murder your power supply. But then there's nights like these where it's 4 and he still hasn't visited my office. There will be nights where it's 4 and he hasn't even opened his curtain. Like, it's insane. It is so random at times. The problem is, now that my power wanes a bit, I actually kind of wish he would visit my office now, so it would raise my chances of him not killing me if I just stopped doing it. stop doing everything in order to conserve my power. Because the problem is, I only have 5% left, and it's recently turned 4 a.m. So I think if I stop doing everything right now, he'll either, yeah, he's already. Okay, now I can stop doing everything, but there's only 1% left, so it's not going to give me much time. It just turned 5 a.m. And even if Freddy puts on his longest show right now, which is a maximum of around 40 seconds, I have no chance of winning this. Yeah, he's already in. Like, this attempted shot. Because each hour is 89 seconds in the first game. And yeah, I'm screwed. This didn't work out. Hello? You there, Freddy? There he is. Alright, I think that's going to be it for me tonight. Everybody, thank you for watching. Did that for about an hour. It wasn't too bad. We got a couple good attempts in where we got to at least the power outage. Did that about 3 times. But, yeah. I think that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't, if you guys could subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely amazing. If you could. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll hopefully try to get another one of these streams in soon. Maybe Saturday or Sunday, hopefully. But yeah, I try to do one of these at least once every weekend. Right now I'm streaming on Thursday because I'm off for Thanksgiving break. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. And if you guys can subscribe to the channel, that'd be great. All right, thanks, guys.